Are you looking into getting a Trezor hardware wallet? Let's take a look at where you can order one and which model is right for you. Welcome back to Woodland Pools, your place for the latest Cardano news, tutorials, and the information you need to grow your investment with confidence. Today let's take a look at ordering a Trezor hardware wallet and compare the Trezor One with the Trezor Model T. Let's jump in. Alright, so the first thing we're going to want to do is come to Trezor.io. So once we're here, let's take a look around. We see here that we have the option to jump straight into ordering one, but let's actually just look around a little bit. So we see here that a good reason for why we want to get any hardware wallet, right? That keys that are stored online can be copied and stolen, so that's the whole reason why we want to get a hardware wallet. Here, go offline, and it shows this is the Trezor T, by the way, and this is the Trezor One. So if we keep scrolling, one of the cool benefits of the Trezor, what they're alluding to here with the transparent security, is that aside from it being audited, their code is actually open source, so you can view it yourself online if you'd like to. Customer support, convenient interface. Okay, so when we get to here, we start seeing some of the actual features of their wallet and their password manager. This gives us a quick glance into what the UI will look like once we get it set up. This is the UI to actually manage our different currencies, similar to Ledger Live if you're familiar with the Ledger interface. And then if we keep going, some other standard features of hardware wallets are recovery phrase, which we're familiar with. The fact that we can use that recovery phrase if we need to, if we either lose our Trezor or it becomes damaged or something of the sort. And then if we keep coming down here, we start seeing now some comparisons between the two. The Trezor One was the first model they came out with, and so they call it their gold standard. And then now the Trezor Model T is what they're calling their premium choice. So we're going to take a look at the coin support in a second, but a couple of other things here. We see the display on the One is a monochrome with just two buttons on it. The Trezor Model T is a full color touchscreen. They say they're both beginner friendly, and I think they are. Because the Trezor One only has those two buttons, the PIN and passphrase and all of these things need to be done either plugged into your computer or with a smartphone. Whereas the Model T, it can all be done on the UI of the Trezor T because it has that full touchscreen. We see some other features here, which honestly I don't think are as important as some of the other things that we've already looked at in terms of what the actual user interface is and if you want a touchscreen or not. But probably the most important thing that I had alluded to a minute earlier is the actual coin support. So if we look here, this kind of just crams them all together, but let's click to see what the actual supported coins are. And if we look here, we see a nice clean list of all the coins supported on the Trezor One and the ones supported in the Trezor Model T. Our channel primarily focuses on Cardano, and so for those of you that have come here through our channel subscription, you'll notice that if we look at Cardano, Cardano is only supported on the Trezor Model T. It's not supported on the One, and from articles and things that we've read, there's no immediate roadmap either for having Trezor One support for Cardano. So if you are here for Cardano, that pretty much already rules out the Trezor One for you. And if you're here interested in any other coins, or you have multiple coins that you'll be holding, make sure that you move through this list and that you see that all of the coins that you either have or are planning on having on your wallet are supported. Some important ones that we see missing is Cardano, Ripple, Monero, EOS, Tezos. These are a lot of popular coins that people hold. So the Trezor One may automatically be ruled out for you because of that. So for us, we're going to say, okay, we're going to go with the Trezor Model T. So let's go ahead and get the Trezor. And when we do that, we see their price breakdown. But I do want to say that if you looked at that list and you're thinking, hey, you know what? I'm really just interested in holding just Bitcoin and Ethereum and maybe a couple of other coins, and all of yours were on that list, then yeah, the Trezor One is definitely an option that you can consider. And the reason why you might want to consider it is that there's a very big difference in the price point. We can see it here. The Trezor One is about $60 US, whereas the Trezor Model T is almost $200. So it's a pretty big jump between the two. So if the coins that you're planning on working with are supported on both models, then it's more up to you in terms of if you want the specific touchscreen interface or if that's not as important to you, and then it's really up to your own discretion. But if your coin is only supported on the T and you know you want to get a Trezor, then here we are. I will say that the Trezor Model T is significantly more expensive even than the Ledger Nano X. And so if you're still in the phase where you're considering which one to get, check out our video on ordering a Ledger Nano X as well, and then you can compare the two. And in the future, we'll also do a comparison video of the two of them side by side. But in the meantime, if you're still in the information gathering phase, we recommend that you check out Ledger's website as well. So anyhow, for us Cardano fans, we're going to say, nope, the Model T is the one that I want, so I'm going to add it to my cart. We'll see here that they are based out of Europe, so the price is in euros and US dollars. It gives you an approximate of what the US dollar value is today. So as here, it's been added to my cart. I'm gonna go ahead and hit continue. Another thing too is there's several different kinds of extras you can get. For example, for your recovery phrase, instead of writing it down on 3 pieces of paper, you can have it on this bulletproof titanium. There's lots of other little extras you can get. Personally, I would say if you're not already sure that you definitely want one of these things, just start out with the basics that come with your Trezor in the box, and then from there, if you feel like, hey, I really need this other stuff, then you can order some more. That's at least how we've gone about it. So we're gonna continue past here. Before we get to ordering, I wanna ask, are there any specific features about the Trezor that you really like that maybe we forgot to cover? Please let us know in the comments down below. Let's all keep growing and learning together. And now we're at the point where we need to enter our billing and payment information, and then we'll order it. One thing to note as of the date that this is being filmed is that due to the COVID-19 pandemic, shipping is going to take longer than usual. When we ordered ours, it took about 2 to 3 weeks to arrive. So once you've settled on the Trezor that you'd like and you get it ordered, the next thing to do is get it set up. Check out our next video on setting up your Trezor Model T, and we'll go through everything from getting your funds off of the exchange to setting up your favorite coins in your wallet. We'll see you in the next video.